is no other person than Mr. Emmanuel Eduru. So please celebrate him for me as he takes the floor. We want to see his face before I start asking him my questions. So, sir, please unmute yourself and take the floor. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, my mothers, my leaders, my mentors, both spiritual and temporal. I want to appreciate this opportunity and privilege given to me by Team Grace to speak about my journey in Longreach specifically.
Your journey in many areas, sir. We will come to Longreach specifically, but let me start it off by asking you, just tell us, I've read your bio, and I'm sure you have intimidated some of us, but just tell us a bit about yourself before Longreach. Who was Mr. Emmanuel Eduru before Longreach?
Okay, before Longreach, I was actually into, I was a public health activist, public health campaign, and it's still in the spirit anyway, but practically I cannot cope with too many things in my hand, but passively I'm supporting the student group, the medical students that we have in the association. Now, from my student days in the university, I started with a lot of NGOs, and I had a mentor who happened to be the then African Regional Vice President of the International Physicians for the Prevention of Nuclear War. Now, whenever we go to places, people will be asking two questions. What has medical doctors got to do with nuclear war? And what are doctors doing with small arms? You know, it's quite interesting. You know, throughout from 2002 till date, I have been with the IPPNW.
Wow.
And it has exposed me to a lot of things. Before then, I was working with, I was volunteering for some women NGO, at the national level, Kano branch, helping them a lot in a lot of areas in developing their proposals, trying to execute some of their projects and all the rest. And my mentor then saw me and felt I would be a good material. Coincidentally, I was not a medical doctor, neither was I a medical student. I was actually in the business sector. So, but somehow, somewhere, I was able to fit in. I became the only non-medical student that was in that group. We were going around the universities in the north trying to bring students to, enlighten them on how they can join the group and also take over from the doctors, because by the time you become a doctor, you may not be having enough of, time. Now, the question was, what was the main area of focus? What is the concern of the Africans being part of this organization? The organization actually was born out of a result of the Cold War between the Soviet Union and the United States. Two doctors, one from Russia, then the other one from the US, came together and said, look, why should we kill ourselves? And at the end of the day, we, the doctors, are the people that all the casualties will be brought to. We have a role to play. We could stop all this now, because at the end of the day, doctors will be at the receiving end. But if doctors lend their voice and all the rest, so for two strong, cold enemies to come together and shake hands in the public, it means that was a big move towards peace. So this now started as a campaign which spread across 65 countries. Doctors from 65 countries started this campaign intensively, and before you know it, they were able to quell that Cold War, which later became something of history. And in 1985, the IPPNW won the Nobel Peace Prize. You know, then I've not joined either. But nevertheless, for us Africans, we discovered that what was ravaging Africa was not nuclear war, it was conflicts as a result of the proliferation of small arms. So this is the relationship between wars and small arms. So at the African level, we were trying to prevent wars, not nuclear wars. You know, we've done a lot of studies, surveys, and, you know, publications trying to enlighten decision and policy makers concerning the abuse of small arms, and also how they could come up with policies, mechanisms, and protocols that could checkmate even countries that are buying arms for protection of their country or self-defense. So these are some of the things we were involved in. And we're also taking this campaign to schools, secondary schools, because we believe that the youths are always vulnerable, and they are the people that are used in perpetrating all these wars. Even things like child soldiers and all the rest, you see them coming up when there is conflict in Africa. So we in Africa, we were campaigning against all forms of war, and to some extent, tackling the scourge and proliferation of small arms and light weapons. This we did in collaboration with a lot of organizations like IANSA, International Action Network of Small Arms in the UK, Oxfam, Oxford Foundation, the United Nations, UNICEF, and all the rest. So these are just some I can talk about them.
Wow, now I understand your background. Now I understand why your passion to empower people is so strong. Now, so tell us about Long Reach. How did you get into Long Reach? What's it all about? Is it something you would encourage?
Okay.
Now talking about there is a bigger weapon facing people today. So what do you want to tell us about that?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
First of all, I can hear you. What I want to do is I just want to give my story in 4 paragraphs, very brief, because I know there are so many questions waiting for me there, and I have been timed that I cannot do more than 1 hour, so I have to try and cut short. Now I'm going to say it under these subheadings: why I joined Long Reach, when I joined Long Reach, what I did, how I did it. I will say my story in these 4 parts. Now, why did I join Long Reach? I joined Long Reach because I had a perceived need for financial freedom. Not just financial freedom, I also have a perceived need for identity. But in the course of the journey, I will explain somewhere further that my why was bigger than what I thought. When I joined Long Reach was precisely June 7th, 2014. And if I am not mistaken, I think this should be the eve of my 6th anniversary in this business. So maybe somebody will tell me, congratulations on your 6th year anniversary in Long Reach, someday, sometime along the way. You know, so it's just a coincidence that I'm talking today. So cheers to everybody out there. Now, what I did when I joined was following what I thought, because it was always I thought. There was no basic knowledge about the business because MLM is an industry. What I did was simply try to ensure people are joining me every week, since it is a weekly business. Now, the joining must not be from me. Every week I was getting people. I think the 6th week, I did not get anybody, but the people I brought were getting people. And I discovered that it was counting for me. It is as good as I brought them. So there was no difference between me bringing and them bringing, because my 3 legs were already complete. So I was involved in when I started, what I did was I was involved in the duplication without understanding what leg balancing is, even though. Then something happened along the line. Our grand upline came once, that was after so many months, close to after 8 months when I joined. She came once and told us, we must read a particular book called GoPro and Business of the 21st Century. Of course, there was nobody to train us in Lagos, so we were just there. But that book was all we needed. I read this book from the beginning to the end. My team of my wife and Chibuzo, we read the book. I think 3 of us were the major people in the business then. The other people, they were just product users, if I can say. After reading this book, we started dissecting, digesting, and all the rest. And I picked one word from Eric Warren. He said, acquire knowledge and impact the knowledge. Keep impacting the knowledge, but remember to detach yourself from the outcome emotionally. And this gave me a whole lot of eye-opening in the industry. He said, just keep doing that. You will see what will happen in no distant time. And that just sank into me. I started training people. I kept training and training and training. Funny enough, as I was training people, people were doing well. I was not growing. I was training people, they were becoming Diamond 3, Diamond 4, Diamond 5. They were being celebrated. Their team were expanding. If you come to my training with the little knowledge, because I was training people, I started searching for knowledge. My desire for knowledge about the industry became insatiable. From there, I now discovered something, that it is not enough to impart knowledge, educate the people. You still need to inspire them so that when they come to you, you will know that, yes, something left you. How? Through their reactions. It was then I started doing a presentation that is attached with the Spirit of God. What do I mean by that? I was ministering to people's spirits, not just for intellectual knowledge, but for revelation knowledge. Because if you are talking of breakthrough, there must be deliverance. Because if you want people to have breakthrough, not necessarily financial breakthrough, it could be health challenge. They need to understand you from the spirit level. So at that point, I started making a lot of impact. Again, our grand upline came, I think that was the time she was to be celebrated as Star Director 1. When she came as Star Director 1, I was in Diamond 3. But she has been hearing my name as the Imam that is reigning in Lagos. And so she came to find out if it was me. I said, yes, it is me. There's no 2 Imam at the moment that is answering the same surname. So, but all the same, she now told me, you have to focus on your team that will give you your growth. Because you can train the whole world. You can be celebrated globally, but you still need to be celebrated in the platform. And that changed my perception and my modus operandi, the way I was operating. So at that point, I decided to start focusing on my team members and encouraging them. And in no distant time, I qualified for my first trip to United States. Within less than 4 months, I added my first car, brand new Hyundai Elantra 2015 model and all the rest. I was celebrated. Initially, I wanted to reject the car because I collected money for trip. I wanted to collect money for car, but later I did not collect the money for the car because they refused. I said, look, you have to get that car so that you tell people that you have gotten the car from Long Reach, and it will help you in your marketing. Believe you me, the car changed the horizon. When I got that car, the following year, I qualified 11 people for China trip in my team. In fact, one of the highest among my ranks then. You know, so now, how was I able to accomplish some of these things I did for these 6 years? I was able to accomplish these things I did within 6 years through sacrifice, dedication, commitment, consistency, and the spirit of never give up. We must imbibe what is called patience as part of our lifestyle. We must try as much as possible to see beyond the now. And I never saw Long Reach as a get-rich-quick scheme. Probably that was what helped my mindset. I never saw Long Reach as a get-rich-quick scheme. I saw Long Reach as a platform that I can use to actualize those goals. Now, I have always loved empowerment of young people, judging from my background. And empowering people is one of the most difficult vision you can have in life, because no amount is enough, because the people will keep coming. And when I got this platform, I said, yes, my vision fits into the vision of the visionary chairman of this company, Mr. Juziwe. Why? Because he said, there are some people out there who have dreams, but their challenge is they have not been able to see a platform that will give them the opportunity to actualize their dreams. And I know that I've been in the field for long, and there are some people actually that could do well if given the opportunity of being empowered. And this I started using the Long Reach platform to do, to empower some people that were serious. I empowered a lot of people, but those who had dreams, who had beautiful ideas, they are enjoying today in the team. I can say this, that when I was trying to bring in people into the business, my vision was never to go and bring people of class, people of upper class, people that are well-to-do to come into Long Reach. It was never my vision. My vision was to go into the streets and bring people to change their class from whatever class they are to be in the strata of life. And that exactly happened. Our team organically has been able to produce 3-star directors. And before the year runs out, I know more directors will come out, not less than 3 they are going to show forth. So these are some of the things we did in the whole 6 years. But it is still running. We have not stopped there. I want to add certain things I have highlighted here. Now, with my experience in this business, the benefit I can say of multi-level marketing is this. It gives you the power of generating transgenerational wealth by leveraging if you join the right company. Now, when we say the right company, what are we talking about here?
Yeah.
The right company is that company that stays with you during the thick and thin.
Mm.
The right company is that company that, despite challenges, does not run back to its headquarters or country of origin. The right company is that company that has international backing. The right company is that company that has multiple and varieties of products. The right company is that company that has a research and development institute. The right company is that company that has what do you call it? That have the opportunity to do what? To produce its own products. So these are some of the things you look at when you are looking for the right company. Is it international? Does it have its own product? Is it a mono product company? Because if it's a mono product, 5 years max, it will go off the radar. Who is behind the company? What is the profile of the owners, the promoters of the company? Are they people that are in and out of jail? Because their activities outside the business could actually come to jeopardize it and cut the dreams of so many people short. So that is for benefit of network marketing. It gives us the power of generating transgenerational wealth through leveraging if you join the right company. Then the long reach buffet. What is the long reach buffet? Because I always talk about the buffet mandates, the buffet mandates. The buffet mandate is the open invitation the company is giving to you. Why do I call it open invitation? There is no prerequisite for you to join long reach. It is only brand switching. If you are going to supermarket A to buy your daily consumables like toothpaste, like soap, body cream, your sanitaries, your shampoo, then long reach is saying, switch your brand. Just come to long reach supermarket and buy these things. When you buy these things, you have established an investment. That is the difference. You did not pay to do registration. You only came in, switch your brand, and your expenditure is now becoming an investment for you that will do what? That will generate more wealth. So as you are giving out of your pockets, something is also flowing into you, which is called PV, point value. Each product of the company has point value. But when you buy this product somewhere else, there is no point value, so nothing comes to you. And we know in life, if currency keeps flowing away from you, and it is not coming from different source towards you, automatically, financial freedom will be very far from that person. Which always leads us to that question, how many sources of income do you have? This is lockdown, going to 3 months now for us in the UK. Some people, if not for government stimulus package, it would have been very difficult, but nevertheless, this season will come and go. If you are owing on mortgage, if you are living from hand to mouth, and you are going to lose your job, where will you find yourself if you are relying on one source of income? Because the new normal means the plan of last year, June 6th, can no longer hold now. It has to change. So what have you planned? And you know you cannot plan without expectation of certain resources that is already in the pipeline, not that it is going to come. It is not too late for those of you that are listening to me. You can still partner with us because it is a buffet, and you know buffet, as it is finishing, they are filling the table. So you can actually come, take your plate, serve yourself, and there is enough space for you to sit. And what does that mean? When you come in, create your own community. Build a community of users of the long reach product. And that is all. Don't think about selling. Don't think about selling. It is not a selling business. The sellers are the company. Ours is to refer people to go and pick their product from there using our code. And that is all. And you are building your dream wealth, empire. So I want to round up my speech with some words of encouragement. Some people have been in this business 1 month, 1 year, 1 week, 2, 3 years, and they are not growing. And they assume or they feel they are doing everything the right way and nothing is happening. I want to tell you something about this business. Apart from your smart work, grace abide in the business. Apart from the effort you put in, there is what we call the appointed time. The appointed time is born out of that word called consistency. Irrespective of what is happening, just be consistent. Keep doing it, keep talking, and at the end of the day, a ratio will appear, skill or no skill. Things will begin to happen in your favor. So whether you are hitting it right or not, whether you are making it or you are not making it, don't give up. If you give up, then you are a failure. But if you don't give up, you can never fail in this business. Don't compare yourself with others in this business. Everybody has his own timing. Somebody may come in today and become star director in 1 week. Somebody may come in today and become star director in 6 years. It does not matter because everybody has different goals and vision. But what you must know is try as much as possible as you do this business, set targets for yourself. I want to tell us something. My last takeout. Learn how to jot down tasks for the day every morning and do what? And mark them in the evening, those you have done. If you want to succeed in this business and you are not making it the way you think you should do, there is something about you need to do about yourself. And what is it? Because the business is built on mindset. And for you to be able to take your mindset towards where you can hold on to consistency, you need to do some practical work about yourself. And that practical work has to be personal development. To get that personal development kick off, you need to start learning and mastering the acts of doing what? Of following scheduled tasks as at when needed. So if you have a book or a notepad, you wake up in the morning, you write them down gradually. Write them, say, this is what I want to do for today. Don't mark yourself. Don't judge yourself. Write it down. Nobody is going to flog you for it. Nobody is going to penalize you for it. It is your own task. The moment you do that, everything you will do for the day, let it be shown there. Then you will start marking in the evening. I did this, I did not do this, I did this. You are going to score yourself and see your performance in terms of what? In terms of how you carry out scheduled tasks. Because it's going to happen to you when you are trying to be consistent in your business of laundry. So I want to pause here and leave the floor to the admin to usher me to some of the questions that will be coming so that we can economize the time that we have. I know I did not say much about my personal journey and all the rest, but it keeps coming in different days and different timing. It's too long. It's not something you say one day. You know, if you want to ask me my achievements, I have achieved everything Longbridge can give. Everything. Everything. What is remaining is Star Director 3, Star Director 4, Star Director 5. That is all. Thank you very much and God bless.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. But I will take you back. On
Wow.
this call are some people who can't understand why they should be in network marketing. I mean, network marketing, network marketing, how? And you are saying is a path for residual income. I went to school, I have a master's degree, a PhD, I'm a CEO, I'm this and this. Networking for real? That was why I asked for your story. Can you tell us why should we be in network marketing and why long reach?
Okay. Why we should do long reach is, long reach in particular is one. In long reach, our duty is to educate people, not to sell products. And that is why long reach is the selected, because its compensation plan, its business model aligns with educating people without selling products. Now, you are educating people and you are making residual income from it. What do I mean by residual income? When you educate people and they now see the reason why they should buy these products and use it because you have educated them. They are not buying it from you, they are buying it from the company. You finish talking, they go and buy from the company. Oh, that person made us to come and buy. And say, okay, and they are paying you. And even when, let me confess here now. For 3 years, I did not bring anybody to long reach, but I've been educating people. And my earnings tripled without bringing anybody. For the past 3 years, I can't remember, except people that came to me and said they want to sign up. Oh yeah, sign me up and I will do that. But I have not brought anybody. I built the business and it got to a stage, it started running on automation. My hands were off. I have been in the UK since last year. So how am I surviving? Who is taking care of the bills? It's long reach. 100%. Long reach say when you become a star director, you go for MBA. I say, oh wow, MBA. I don't want MBA. I want full-time MSc in research. And exactly that is what I'm doing now, courtesy of long reach. So it depends on your own understanding of MLM. People see network marketing as a business for the downtrodden. Let me tell you, if you are one of those, you will keep talking about network marketing is not good. Even your security man, your driver, will become richer than you. Because you may be a bank manager, you may be an oil executive or whatever. Yes, you have a job, but you don't own the job. The day they tell you, look at what is happening to oil and gas.
Yeah.
Look at what happened to oil and gas. They were the first casualty of this pandemic, where it has to crash. The price of oil has to crash to all-time low, minus. People were hawking their vessels with products on the high sea, nobody to buy. And what happened to the companies offshore? And they said, look, everybody should go home first. But they will survive the pressure of existence. You see, we are talking of the new world order. Okay, between me and you, let's tell ourselves the truth. Since the lockdown, what has been happening? We have people not brushing their teeth.
Yeah.
Since the lockdown, were people not buying soap to take their bath? Yeah. Since the lockdown, were people not using pots to cook in their houses? Yeah. Since the lockdown, were people not making tea to drink? Since the lockdown, were people not buying shampoo to wash their hair? Since the lockdown, were people not trying to ensure that they use sanitary napkin? Did the lockdown affect all these things? No, which means purchases continued.
Yeah.
E-commerce platform became the order of the day. I saw a post yesterday or the day before yesterday, say the winners and losers. Men, I checked where I belong to. I said, thank God I took the right decision 6 years ago. This one, oil and gas, restaurants, everybody took off. But if you have oil, if you have online presence, which our business does, let me announce to you that even under lockdown, we were moving products from UK to Italy. They said it is called essential. Are you in the essential industry? It is no longer oil and gas again. It is now essential versus non-essential. Where is your income stream coming from? Is it from the essential side or non-essential? Is a new normal now. So Longreach takes the position of being in front, dishing it out. The real buffet is now, because there is still opportunity. The table is still there. Just go in there, take your plate. And when I say take your plate, what I mean is sign up and start building your own community of users, even though if it's only toothpaste, and see what happens to you. Ma, I don't know if I've answered your question.
You really have. Thank you so much. You broke it down to the barest minimum. I don't seem to have any question yet. So if you have a question, please put it in the chat room. But while waiting for their question, can I ask you one, sir?
Okay, ma'am.
How can I duplicate? Tell us a bit about duplicating the team. Okay, sorry. Somebody asked the question, how can one make income from Longreach without signing up anyone?
That means you want to start doing buying on retail order. When you buy on retail order, you earn. Like last week, somebody called me that they want to make orders for toothpaste worth 5 million. And they have supermarkets all over the place in Nigeria. So they want to stock up all their supermarkets with toothpaste. So I said, okay, they can put it on a retail order. Just sign up with QSaver and put it on retail order, because retail order doesn't have entry levels before you can get the actual amount you need. So that was what I told them to do that. But now there's no toothpaste, because you can see that the demand for the product is higher than the factory's capacity. The demand is so insatiable that even Aso Rock is using the product. Yeah, the product, that toothpaste is everywhere. It's everywhere, and we all love the products. Here in Belfast, one of my team member, somebody just said, oh, my wife is going to the hospital, giving antibiotics, not working, and all the rest. That tooth is aching her badly and all the rest. And hospital these days is not a place you play near. So, and then she said, okay, hold on, let me send something to you. And he gave them toothpaste. And the next morning they called him, come, what is in that toothpaste? Is it toothpaste or what? It's toothpaste. But you see, when you produce products that has a high degree of efficacy, automatically what happens? The product will begin to sell itself. So for the person that asked that question, how do I make money when I have not signed anyone? I may want to suggest or guess that you are asking, I don't want to refer. Can I make money? If you don't want to refer, why did you join the business? As a product consumer, or because take notes, before you join Longreach, you must have two options. Either you are coming as a business builder or you are coming as a product consumer. Then if I want to add, the third option is you are coming for both. So that person must have a reason. If you have come on board and you have not signed up somebody yet, you are not earning, keep talking, prospecting until you do what? Until you start getting people. Shibuzo stayed for more than 1 year. He did not sign up anybody. He did not earn. He has to start doing retail order so that he can see Longreach bonus in his phone to encourage himself.
Yeah. I think, SD, let me take you back. I think what the person is referring to, I guess the person misunderstood you when you said for so long you have not signed up anybody and you are earning. What they didn't understand is that you have built the business before you became a star director? Because the next question says is, how can somebody make it to the top without inviting people under her or him?
It is like making it to the top without inviting people under her or him. Is like buying things inside a shop and you lock the shop and you expect money to come from it. When you buy something inside your shop and you now lock the shop and you go home, you never go to that shop at all. Can that shop generate income? No. So let's call a spade a spade. Mentality of get rich quick has nothing to do with long reach. In long reach, you will work. There is work involved. The work is always better at the foundational stage. When you build well, you will sleep well. If you want to get to where I am, automatically you have to build, you have to start working. When you build well, the business will run on its own. Does not need it to go beyond you. I don't even know the people, I don't know my team members, except they mention the names of their team. Then I will say, okay, yes, this is my team. We are quite much now. But I did not envisage that anyway, because I only started with 3 people that I knew. My daughter, my wife, and Chibus or 3. So where are the other people from? They came in through those people. What I do, this is one of my secrets in this business. I use the retention approach in team expansion. I am good in the retention approach in team expansion. When the CIG never brought any regional stockists anywhere. CIG never brought any super stockists anywhere in 2019. But we were able to get over 25 car qualifiers, ranging from 3.5 million to 30 million, which was the highest. All was through team expansion and through team retention, but mainly through team retention. So that is my area of strength, because everybody must have what is called area of strength. Then you build on other ones to, supplement it. Next question.
So clearly, sir, what you're saying is for you to succeed in long reach, you must, in the business side, you must invite people to join you on this platform.
Yeah, you see, in every businesses, you must build it. That is one. 2, you must communicate. When you communicate, you don't stop there. There is this teaching I used to give on the 7 steps of becoming a successful entrepreneur. Maybe I should just say them out here. Number 1, desire. You must desire it. If you don't desire something, you cannot go further. After desiring, you have to decide and take decision. That is the second one. When you take decision, then you need something, the right knowledge about the business you want to go into. For you to take up the right knowledge, you will do some little research, just like you want to join Long Reach. You need to make some of your research, go online, ask some people, do your private study investigation, then you come on board. By the time you've taken a decision, you acquire the right knowledge, then what the next thing is, you implement, you sign up. The 4th one, you sign up. By the time you sign up, what do you do next? Do you keep quiet after you have started the business? No. You will not do what? You will communicate. The 5th one is communicating. People don't know you are into this before. Now you are now into this. You need to communicate to the people out there that I am now into this. Taking in mind that these people have their own brand they were using before. Maybe they will need time to be able to switch brand to your brand because they are coming to patronize you. Some of them will come because they know you, they love you, because of your integrity, they believe in you. Some of them will come because they've heard about the product and they feel this is time to give it a shot. So different reasons will make people to patronize you because you are marketing a brand. You are not marketing the product. You are marketing the brand. So now the sixth one is after communicating, consistency. You don't say, okay, I put flyer out today, nobody came. I put this in Facebook, nobody responded, so I will not do again. No, consistency follows. And when I say consistency, it has no end. That I'm not recruiting today doesn't mean that I'm not doing the business. Doesn't mean I'm not prospecting. Probably the time is not there for me. What I do is I go out there, help my team members. Even a pre-diamond coming today will add me in his chat room. Help me so that as I'm talking to my people, you help me to make up. I say, fine and good. I put myself down for them to leverage on, because if they will see far and go far in this business, they need to stand on the shoulders of giants in the business. The seventh one is, even though you are consistent, you must try to have a positive mindset to enjoy the journey. When nothing is happening, keep smiling, keep being positive, and you will see the law of attraction will come to pass.
Thank you, sir. A question has come 3 times. I know we have like only 10 minutes to go. I will ask, so I'll please, no more questions. I'll try and take the questions in the chat room now, and so we can release 2SD for other assignments. But a question has come 3 times, and it says, what do you mean by team retention?
Okay. There is what we call team expansion and team retention. In the long-range balance, you may see your portal showing 5,000 members. In a week, you don't do up to 300 PVs. Now, you see the numbers of your team members growing. It is expanding. But you are not seeing PVs weekly. It means when these people come in, they don't do anything anymore. They just remain dormant. So at that point, it means you are just bringing water and putting it inside a basket. It is not staying. What do I mean by that? When you bring in people, you train them and let them master the art of duplication. They must have the skill of duplication. As they are coming in, you are giving them daily training. You must train daily in your chat rooms. Daily, I mean daily. Every day there must be something about training in your chat room. It's very important. So when you are training those you have brought into the business and they are doing well, they are growing exponentially, both financially, then automatically you are the one that is growing. So rather than spend time for me to go and be recruiting people, I spend time helping the ones that have not gotten their 3 legs to get their 3 legs. Because if they are earning, they will be happy. And if they are happy, I am more happier. So the happiness of your team members is actually your best joy. And for you to have your best joy, you just have to go out there and push them to push you. Because it gets to a stage you cannot push yourself anymore. You can push yourself from diamond 1 to 4 or from pre-diamond to diamond 4. You may be able to buy your way into diamond 5. But buying your way into diamond 6, you will need to do extra work to get that money from somewhere else. And it's not necessary, because when you get there, how do you move? And you are not going to be earning weekly. So the idea of, oh, let's buy up, let's do this, let's do that, it is not really the spirit of my team building. It is all about those that have come in. I prefer people to be earning well than to be chasing car qualification, chasing trip qualification. If your focus is on trip, if your focus is on car, you may miss it. Why should I spend 1 year trying to qualify for car of 3.5 million. Why can't I earn bonuses in 3, 4, 5 months to buy a car that is worth 5 million? What is my vision? What is my goal about this business? What is my target? 1 full year, 12 months to get a car of 3.5 million? Why can't I get 3.5 million in 4 weeks and buy the car of my choice and go and get again and buy again? So if I set targets on weekly earnings, I will definitely do well than the person that is setting targets to go and qualify for a car of 50 million. Because when you are earning weekly, the tendency of you qualifying for car is high without you knowing. I never knew I would qualify for 30 million naira because I was not working towards it. I was interested in the weekly income. When you are earning weekly, it will meet your need and also increase your satisfaction gained in the business. And when you are getting that satisfaction, it means your motivation will always be increasing. Then you transfer. One last word I say here. If you must do anything good in this business, let it be the transfer of your spirit to your team members. Spirit of the business. That which is in you. That knowledge which you have. Everything that you have acquired in this business in terms of training, transfer it to what? To your team members so that they can do better than you. If your team members do better than you, you are in heaven on earth.
Wow. The final question, I'm looking at time. Sorry, 2SD. The final question is from this person who is sent it from Reading. So I have a struggle in Reading, sir. Some days I have a struggle. Also, some days I get tired to push the long reach business. I just feel unhappy sometimes to push the business after getting a lot of no's to join my business or buy the product. So I just feel tired sometimes. What is your advice, sir?
To the person that asked that question, first of all, I want to encourage you, no in the business, abuse in the business, insult in the business. That is your cream that you use to rub. You know, is very important. The cream we rub in this business when we started is the cream called insult and spittle. And when you use this cream, it will protect you from feeling any other type of insult that will come, but rather it will be nauseating you for as long as you are still using it, but your results will clean it off. So you will be fighting to get that result out. So don't feel frustrated. What I want to advise you now at this point is get a mentor in Longreach. If you have a mentor, in those kind of situation, you will go to your mentor and your mentor will pat you on the back. You are doing well. He will give you 1 or 2 tips to say, go back again. You watch football. You know, sometimes you see the coach, we call off one player and say, look, we just whisper something this here, tap it on the back, and he will go again. Sometimes such a person will just go and put 1 goal there. You know, so what I advise you to do is try to get a mentor in Longreach, somebody that will really mentor you. At every stage you go through, you report back, you tell the person, you open up to the person, and the person will see you through.
Much, sir. 2SD, we have taken so much of your time. Thank you very much. There was a question, but I think I have answered it, just for your clarification. It says,
if they still have questions, let it come on. I can still give them some extra time. You know, this is what I love doing best. I don't have all the day for them. So any opportunity they have to grab me like this. Longreach is just my passion, it's my baby, it's my everything. And I like devoting everything I have to the people.
As a stock.
Sorry?
Did you get?
No, I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you. We cannot hear the admin. Okay, if somebody can hear me there, you can make a comment so that I can continue. If you can hear me, just wave your hand. If you can hear me, wave your hand like this so that I can continue. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, now let me also say some tips here for all of us that are listening. If you have just joined this business and you are yet to make it, don't be discouraged. All you need to do is to organize yourself. Start with doing daily scheduled tasks. That thing is very important. It's key in unlocking the difficulty you find in this our business. It is something I have tried, and it builds your confidence. It changes your personality. It changes the inside of you. It mounts a very solid confidence block inside you, and you will be a different you. When you start practicing how to complete scheduled tasks for the day on a daily basis, run it for 30 days non-stop, and you can be able to do 80% daily, getting 80% of the things done. It must not just be long reach alone. If you are going to the market, write it there. If you are supposed to make call to somebody, write it there. If you are supposed to send an email, write it there. If you are supposed to talk to somebody, write it there. If you are supposed to go to the church, right there. If you're supposed to go to the mosque, write it there. Just write out every activity you intend to carry out for the day. And at the end of the day, begin to mark it. You will see a different you after 30 days. Because you will begin to measure your capacity in handling issues, tasks, and assignments that is related to you. And that you will now shift to your business because it will begin to manifest itself. That culture will start manifesting itself in your prospecting. Then you will begin to see a different you. I'm telling you. Try it. It has worked for me. And I believe it will work for some of you.
Wow. Thank you so much, sir. Let me unmute Gideon Iwo. I'm unmuting you to ask your question. I have 3 hands up. Go ahead.
Okay, the question I wanted to ask is, in this time of COVID-19, how can someone prospect in this time of COVID-19? Because most of people I have talked to, they always complain about this lockdown, money. They are trying to find money for their family, this and that. So, what can I do in such situation?
Good one. You know, I started with the word educating people. What you don't know, you don't know. So, but when you know, it becomes easier for you to handle. This is the best time to prospect because it becomes very cheap to organize seminars. Now, for people that are saying they don't have money, they can start from anywhere. It is not about the money. Ask Chibuzo how much he has before he started. Ask Daniel how much he had before he started. It is not about the money, it's about the mindset. Is the person willing? But have you been able to educate the person? Now, this is what should happen. We are opportune to have super technologies like Zoom that could host 1,000 persons from different parts of the world doing meetings together. So when you have people that you want to speak with, I want to let some of us here know something. If you have not acquired the right knowledge, don't start talking to people because they are not inspired by what you have said, or they are not clear with what you have said, or they are not ready. But the most important thing is, under COVID, it makes it easy to prospect. How? Online, because of social distancing, which is a generally accepted normal now. Physical distancing. They say social distancing, but it's actually physical distancing. So because of physical distancing, you get your people, when they call, I will be calling for a prospect meeting very soon, but I don't know the day, but it's going to be a weekend. And all of you bring in your prospects. Invite as many you can invite. It's free, you're not paying. When you invite your prospects, they fold their hands, you fold your hands, and they listen. After listening, they ask their questions to clear their doubts. But above all, not everybody will do your business. Not everybody will join you. So move to the next person. No means next opportunity. That person is not ready. So keep moving. If you have not heard no in this business, I was telling somebody yesterday, it means you have not started doing it well. Until you hear no and the no continues in a high proportion, that is when you are supposed to have more no than yes. Maybe for every 20 no, 30 no, 1 yes. 100 no, 1 yes. That is the ratio. But we are not looking for crowd. We are looking for 3 persons. So if I get 100 no's and 1 yes, I move to the next opportunity, the next person. And when I get my 3 legs, I will no longer be talking to strangers. I will be dealing with the social capital of my 3 legs. We work together. It makes it easy because all of us have different social capital. So what you need to do is COVID-19 movement 1. Yes, a lot of people, their income has been affected because of COVID-19. The very reason, that is what you need to let them know, that the very reason they need to join a business they can sit at home and do, especially for the women, if not men. Am I with you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Before I go to the question on the chat room, I will unmute Joy. Please unmute yourself and ask your question. Joy, unmute yourself and ask your question. Okay, I think she's not there yet. Lawrence Oko, you also have a question. Lawrence, you can unmute yourself now. Lawrence, unmute yourself.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Good evening, my SD2. It has been really a wonderful experience, though I came in late for this webinar. Let me go straightly to the question. I have an investor that wants to invest, and the wife owns a spa shop around the Ikeja. So I asked a few of my leaders, and I was told that investment option right now as stock is not advisable. As a matter of fact, I'll be having an online meeting with the person tomorrow, a WhatsApp online meeting with 2 other persons. So I'm at the crossroad. I don't know what to tell the person because he wants to come in as an investor using the wife office. The wife has a spa office in Ikeja. So that's my question.
Okay, I'll put this question to you to ask them so that you can be on a safe line. As an investor, what is their plan after investments? Number 2, do they understand the business model of Longreach, which is all about team building? What are their plans towards team building? If they have plans for team building, then they should put on hold the investment and start the team building. For now, appealing to everybody to suspend bringing stockists. Why? Stockists have wrong notion about the business. Truth hurts, lies kills. Let everybody go and build a team. When you build a team, that is when transgenerational wealth, because the team will start running on duplication. But investors will be relying on the money to work for them. The reverse is the case. That is the traditional way of investment. When you employ people, you get staff, people work for you. No, yeah, you partner with people, irrespective of how much you have come in with. You may invest 3.5 million and somebody that comes in with only 60 PV as a startup will come and do better than you within the next 6 months. Why? Because the person is building a team. So educate them to build a team first before investments, so that they would have mastered the art and skills of the business model. That is my advice. Investment can come anytime, but for now, they should build a team first. After building a team, then they can get a stockist, and the stockist will service the team, not the other way around. You become a stockist, you don't have team that will patronize you. What happens? It now leads to so many negative energies and all the rest. So let us build teams first before we start talking about stockists. If my dream is to see, how do I get 5,000 persons in 1 month? How do I get 1,000 persons in 1 week? That is what I'm talking about. You know, when you begin to think this way, this business is people that build it. You are building an organization of people, and this organization keep duplicating itself. So you have to understand that word, duplication, and how fast is your duplication skill growing. You know, you need to master duplication before you're talking of investment. The real investment is the team. The real investment of Longbridge business is in the team. So if you invest in your team, it's better than investing in being a stockist for now, because the place is saturated with stockists. If not for back orders, a lot of people, their product would have expired. I'm just saying this openly. We are not doing the right thing. Let's do the right thing first. It is team building first, then you become a stockist. That is why the company used to say, get to Diamond 4, have 100 people in your team, then you can become a stockist. That is still the best. So it aids your growth. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Amaka, I'm asking you to unmute yourself so you can ask your question. Amaka. While Amaka is, okay, are you there? While Amaka is unmuting herself, Rita has a question, sir. Rita says, thank you so much, sir, for this knowledge you have shared. Please, my question is this. How do I respond to prospects who make reference to the controversial story about China? Some of my prospects are skeptical because this is a Chinese company and they don't trust the Chinese. What do I do?
Well, it is the same thing we face as Nigerians in diaspora. People don't trust Nigerians. But is it everybody that is bad? It's not everybody. So when you want to respond to them, you let them know the profile of the company. That is why profile is important. If they are Chinese and they are bad, why should GSK manufacture their Sensodyne toothpaste there? I have seen it with my eyes in the headquarters. Why should Adidas manufacture under them? Why should Carrefour, why should Shiseido, why should Walmart be going to manufacture their product from Longbridge in China? So, and in the first place, is there any country that does not produce from China? There is none. And that person that is asking such questions or saying China is this, China is that, it is what your people, China produces high quality products. And that is why on trade balance between China and the US, China is on positive, while the US is negative, over 200 and something trillion dollars.
Wow. So thank you, sir. Joy, are you back now? Can you unmute yourself and ask your question?
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome. Good evening.
Thank you for your time, sir. I really enjoyed your time with us. God bless you, sir. Please, my question was, I want you to please advise me on the necessary steps to take when placing adverts on social media that can attract people and interested people. Because I think I already have been placing adverts on Facebook to be precise, but I hardly get people that are interested. I only get likes. That is the highest I get, but I don't know why I don't get interested people. Maybe because they feel it's a scam. I don't know. But I just need to help me to understand, or maybe to give me the direction of the necessary step to take, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. One singular direction I will give you is go and acquire knowledge on how to market in the social media from an expert. You must pay for it. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Go and acquire skills on how to market in social media. Make sure it is paid for and you are trained. There is this Elite Pro. Like there are different social media trainers out there, how you could put out content and all the rest. Go do your discovery search and get into contract one to train you how to do your posts. Okay, Elite Marketing Pro, yes. Now get to these people. They will train you, give you one-on-one mentorship, coaching. You will post, they will go and check it. They will call you, drop it, change it, do it this way, do it this way. Go and send it again. You know, that is what they do with you. You pay them for the number of, the duration of the period you sign contract with them. Then personal advice. Try as much as possible to know the social media is an open market. So, do you have visitors to your site? Before you can get people to sign up with you from the social media, number one, you must have visitors coming to your site. Number two, your visitors, from those visitors, you will not get what is called leads. You generate your leads from those visitors.
Okay.
Now, from those leads, you will generate your prospects. And from those prospects, you will not get customers. From the customers, you will now begin to get team members. So your presence have to be known. You have to start having traffic for some time, probably without even talking about long reach, but getting a lot of followership. Then from there, you can now start telling them what you do. You know, that is my own little way. I'm not an expert in the social media sector, but from the little I've studied and learned, and that is it. You know, but gradually we'll get there.
Thank you very much, sir. Somebody is asking about product scarcity in Nigeria. You had mentioned when you were teaching that the demand is so high. What's the plan of the company to meet this demand?
Is the factory they are about to complete very soon this year in Nigeria. That is the solution. It's 85% near completion. I think it's just the line machines that they are waiting for. That will help in a lot of ways to bring scarcity to near halt within the next 3 years.
Somebody says, apart from webinars like this, are there other resources you could share to help equip me to train others?
Go and read GoPro and Business of the 21st Century by Robert Kiyosaki. Business of 21st Century, Robert Kiyosaki. GoPro, Eric Warren.
Wow. 1 hour has become 90 minutes. Thank you very much, 2SD Emmanuel Eduru, for
Okay. Is there
giving
any
us
more
your
question?
time.
Any more question
don't
from those
think-
raising hands?
No, all the hands are down now.
Okay, good.
No question yet. All hands are down, but thank you so much for taking time out to be with us, to share your experience, and to let us know that it is possible. Somebody asked this. It says, people are thinking that when the product is being produced in Nigeria, it's going to be fake. How do we deal with that?
We don't listen to rumors, we act on facts.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Clearly, we don't listen to rumors, we act on facts. Thank you very much, 2SD Emmanuel Eduru. You have taught us so much today. Team building, team retention, so much take home for today. For those who are asking, it's online on the Game Changers. Of course, Team Grace will always come back to you again and again. We are your adopted children. For everybody on the call, all our visitors, please talk to the person that invited you. They will put you through on how to sign up. For those already in the business, no is nothing but the next opportunity. So please don't give up. Once again, thank you very much to SD Emmanuel Eduru. We appreciate you. We are all coming to that uncrowded top with you. God bless you. Thank you to everybody.
I can't wait.
Before
Thank you
go,
very much. I appreciate all of you.
Before you
God
go,
bless
sir,
you.
somebody
Yeah.
said, before you go, someone said when you talk to people about this business, they think it's a scam, which is the general thing about network marketing. You have handled it before, but in 2 sentences, what's your best answer for Anthony?
It is not a scam. I'm a living testimony. It is not a scam.
Thank you very much. We'll keep telling your story. We keep sharing your story. And we also have testimonies of it ourselves. So thank you very much. God bless you for coming on. And to everybody out there, go do this business and never forget, together.
Thank you very much.
God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. I love you all.
We love you. Thank you. Keep safe.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Please talk to the person that brought you on this call if you are yet to join. If you're already in the business, keep running your business. Till next week, when we'll have SD Chibuzo in the house at 1 o'clock. God bless you.